So, we're back and kind of on schedule. Well, we'll see if we actually get this posted. We're filming on a Saturday. I don't know if we'll get it posted on a Saturday. It may still go up on a Sunday. But we're doing episode 9.
This is episode 9.
Yeah, of Ryan's Ramblings. And we're back to the bag. My surprise was the last episode, but we're not doing that every time. Otherwise, it's not a surprise.
No, but if you want to be a guest, come on the show.
Yeah, for sure. Like, let us know and we'll figure something out. We could probably figure out how to do it virtually and stuff too, so you don't have to be like our neighbor.
True.
But we can try to figure something out.
All right.
Because it makes it.
It was
different.
fun.
It was fun.
That was a fun one. Yeah.
And it would be helpful for like people of, like, for example, Ryan coming and bringing something that's kind of near and dear to his heart to a certain degree because he's looking at solar to use around his property and stuff, and his neighbor uses it and stuff like that. But like bringing something that, you know, is part of your lifestyle that you have questions about or interest in, to see what your 2 cents is. Who wants your 2 cents though?
I don't know, but I've got opinions about everything.
He does. He has opinions about everything. It's fine. It's fine. That's why this bag is so full. This bag. God, what?
It's seriously growing.
I know. It's not reducing. It's awesome. It's because I don't have any more ideas, but I don't even have to try because people are sending me things and it's perfect.
And these are all things I have ranted at people in the past about?
Usually, yes. I think so. I think
that's interesting.
At the very least, it's something that, like, every once in a while someone will send me something that I'm like, I don't really know. But not really. Like,
I know, but maybe it's something I rambled at them before.
It's true. Maybe it was to them and not to me. So, okay, I'm trying to separate these things, but I give up. So just draw one. You get 5 minutes to talk about whatever is in this bag.
Shuffling them. Shuffling.
Yeah, they're kind of like clumped together, but just don't pull like 4. Yeah.
Okay, just got one. All right, what do we get? We got cast iron.
Oh no. So this was a kind of a popular one, I guess. That would be kind of interesting because everyone's kind of on like it's a very strong trend these days for people to go on like the homesteading as well as like the non-toxic route and stuff like that. So cast iron might fall right into that little niche. So 5 minutes, okay, and go. Okay,
all right. I love cast iron.
Yeah, he does. We have a lot. Well, no, we don't have a lot, but
we could have more, but we've got a good amount. A new grocery store opened up. They have a whole cast iron section. Alex and I spent like 15 minutes in it.
It's terrible. Is it all Lodge?
It is all Lodge.
Yeah.
Which that's okay with me.
Yeah, we have some Lodge. You just
we do.
You may have to re-season it, but it's fine.
Yeah, right. Lodge is good stuff. Okay, so a lot of the reason, as Nicole alluded to, that people are looking at cast iron, even though it's sort of ancient cooking technique, not ancient, but
it's old. Yeah.
It's certainly not modern.
No.
Cooking. It's not modern cookware.
Mm-mm,
no. But a lot of people are looking at cast iron again because we've started to realize that the things that they're putting in nonstick cookware are probably not great for you. And I'm sure probably a lot of people can relate to this experience of either realizing in your own pan that nonstick stuff is flaking off into your food, or you go over to someone's house and they don't seem to notice and they're just cooking and this nonstick.
That's the thing. Like sometimes people don't even notice that stuff is flaking, and I didn't used to. Mm-hmm. Like before, I was like, oh, it's just the pan aging, and instead I'm actually ingesting
right
nonstick material.
Something not good. So a lot of times, what are in those are PFAs. I think it's PFAs. It might be PFOAs. I'm just rambling off the top of my head. I have no idea.
I think it's PFAs.
Tell me in the comments. It's PFAs, I think. But PFAs are what are known as forever chemicals. They do not break down. They do not... they're forever chemicals because once they're made, they're sort of a stable chemical that will probably exist forever. And this is really not the kind of thing that you want in your body. We discussed seed oils and synthetic fabrics in some other episodes, and PFAs are another whole sort of rabbit hole we could go down of things that are everywhere today that really should not be and are probably decently toxic for you. They're definitely hormone disrupting things along with seed oils and synthetic fabrics like we talked about before. So there's kind of a theme there. But
AKA, don't season your cast iron with...
there's a lot. So flaxseed oil is very common.
Seed oils.
Yeah, don't season your... Flaxseed oil is very common for seasoning cast iron.
So is Crisco.
So is Crisco, which is cottonseed oil. They had to call it Crisco because Crisco is one of the first seed oils, and when they made it, it was like nobody was going to buy cottonseed oil because everyone knows cotton is not a food product, so why would you cook with cottonseed oil? Right. So they call it Crisco. Anyways, cast iron is amazing because it doesn't have any of these chemicals, and you can season it with whatever.
We season a lot with lard.
We season a lot, well, and
or
tallow.
Or tallow or ghee.
Yeah. And, there's a really interesting thing about cast iron that is part of why I like it so much. Cast iron is one of very few things in life that gets better the more you use it. Almost everything you use kind of wears down. You buy something and it's new and it's great and, awesome. And then the more you use it, it just kind of wears down until eventually you have to replace it. And that's kind of expected. And we live in a very disposable society, and that's more and more the case. Cast iron is one of the very few things in life that you can hand down for generations and generations, and it just gets better and better the more you cook with it. A new cast iron pan, you're probably not going to be able to fry eggs on without them sticking a little bit, but if you cook with your cast iron reasonably often, it should stay pretty well seasoned, and unless you cook something acidic or you do an aggressive, put water in the pan, what do you call that?
Deglazing.
Deglazing, yeah. If you do an aggressive deglazing, you might lose some seasoning, which fine, reseason it, who cares? But yeah, that's a lot of why I love cast iron. Another reason I love cast iron is it maintains heat very well. So if you're cooking a steak, like you drop a cold steak on a hot pan, a thinner pan is going to lose a lot of heat to that steak, and you're going to drop the temperature on your sear. Cast iron is going to hold that temperature really well. The trick to cooking on cast iron is cook on lower temperatures than you think and pre-warm your pan.
Pre-warm it. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. You'll get hot spots because the cast iron holds heat better. So you'll get, if you just crank the heat, it'll be real hot right under the burner and cold on the walls. Just turn it on low, let it get the whole pan get nice and warm, and then your cast iron will be amazing. Cook with it all the time. It just gets better and better. You start to get all these flavors. Don't wash it with soap. You can wash it with soap, but I usually don't. I do once in a while. Definitely don't put it in the dishwasher.
No.
But other than that, cast iron is amazing to cook with.
All right.
Well, that was fast.
That was fast, but this is one of those that it's like cast iron is, if you want to go into more of like a non-toxic living kind of situation, cast iron is, after ridiculous amounts of research, cast iron has come out as like the least toxic out of everything.
In a lot of areas in life, it seems like some of the old ways were better than some of the modern ways.
Yeah.
I like stainless steel too. We've got some stainless steel cookware,
and that's not as toxic. That's one of the lesser ones as far as being toxic too. But you have to be careful who your manufacturer is of stainless steel.
True.
Because they sneak some stuff in there.
True.
So.
Anyways, cast iron is the original non-stick.
You just have to figure out how to make it that way.
Yeah.
It just took me a minute to do that.
I mean, ours, I can cook eggs all day long. Fry eggs, never stick.
Took me a minute to learn how to cook on it.
Yeah. I can flip them over easy, don't break yolks,
Mm-hmm.
But it does take practice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. So. All right, so that was it. And if you have any questions, comments, resources, we always so we're big research people, right? That's why we're here. So if you ever come up with something that you're like, hey, this is super interesting about cast iron, or this is really interesting about, I don't know, whatever else he rambles about, the origination of computers. Anyhow.
I didn't start at the beginning on cast iron.
You didn't.
I just realized that.
You didn't. It was nice.
Yeah.
Do you even know the beginning of cast iron?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so no, he knows, but it's a yes or no question. Yes, apparently you know, but We're not starting. That's the podcast.
Next time we'll talk about what is cast iron.
No, we won't.
How do we make cast iron?
We won't. We won't. No, we won't. Okay, so comment questions in the comments wherever you see this. Like, share, follow. And we'll do another one next week and keep on keeping on. This bag just keeps getting bigger, not smaller. So we could do this forever.
Did you know cast iron makes an amazing welding table?
Oh, man.
Yeah, weld spatter doesn't stick to it like a steel table.
Cool. You could talk about that if you pull a welding one in here.
Okay.
Okay.
I miss our 10-minute episodes. With 5 minutes, I'm like, I have so much more to say.
That's why he wants guests, because he's like, oh, I get an extra 10 minutes or an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Podcasts, we got to do it. We got to do it.
We'll do a podcast soon.
We'll figure it out.
Cool.
All right. That's it. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.